Welcome back to the meeting, the rendezvous between personal training, muscle training and yoga. Anton is here today. My name is Christian. I'm from YesYoga. Anton represents Fitness24 Seven, the gym chain. Today we're going to look at core. And I want to ask you first, Anton, what is core?
I mean, core is it's just more than just your abs and your lower back. I mean, it's everything between your hips up to your head. I mean, everything that surrounds your hips and everything that surrounds your spine. So it's from your hips up. Oh wait,
I thought it was only this section.
It's all the way up to your head. So I mean, that's why it's so important with posture and how you're using your core, how you're bracing it, or how you actually what you're thinking about when you're using it. I mean, if you're doing a plank, for example, just because it's considered a exercise for your abs, it doesn't necessarily work out your abs if you don't actually think about what you're doing. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So foremost, I usually, when it comes to core, I usually work with the glutes, the abs, and the shoulders as well. So these are the problem areas. A lot of people they lack a certain connection with the glutes. They have hard times flexing them, contracting them. So first of all, we're just gonna contract our glutes. It's one of the basic ways to just brace your core. It's a little bit different to the yogi way when it comes to bracing your core, because you're doing something that's called hollowing, which is excellent. I mean, it's almost the same thing, but you use it in different situations. So usually what I do, I use bracing, which is better when you're supposed to carry a heavy load or something like that. But hollowing is also really good because it keeps you a little bit more versatile and a little bit more limber is a weird way to say it, but it keeps you more on your toes.
Okay, so give some examples of was bracing and
bracing is more that you think that someone is gonna hit you in the stomach.
Okay,
it's like this. Bracing. And hollowing is almost that you suck your belly button in towards your spine, but still you are engaging your core, which is key, which is what we're going to talk about. Well, when it comes to bracing, I think that one is the best one to learn, because hollowing is a little bit simpler, and bracing is really good especially when you're standing up, or you're going to do squats or deadlifts or whatever, or you're just going to carry your groceries home. So first of all, I usually work from the bottom up to our head. So first of all, the glutes. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna stand on our sides, and then we're just gonna contract our glutes. So we're almost gonna stand here humping. So we can take our hands here, and then we contract our glutes like this.
Lifting up the
exactly.
pelvic floor.
Contracting it like this.
The pelvic floor up.
Yeah.
Just like Elvis did in television in '56, and they never showed him below the waist.
It's a shame. That's why people have problems.
Yeah.
So it's contracting glutes, and then we're gonna keep them there, fully engaged. This could be hard as a rock. Then we're gonna go upwards. So we can place our hands on the first rib almost, or the first rib below our chest. And then we're gonna imagine that someone's gonna hit us in the stomach, right? So we're gonna brace. So we're gonna go down like this. Not too much,
wow.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
And still keeping our glutes engaged.
And then for 30 minutes, right?
Yeah, of course. And then our abs as well. So hard as a rock, right? And then we're gonna go up for the shoulders. And just pushing your shoulders backwards, it doesn't do that much. It's just too much crap in the way, so it's just gonna go backwards. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna drive them up towards our ears, push them backwards, and then let them sink in.
Wow, solid as a rock.
Yeah. We're really, really stable there. The thing is, now we're engaging our glutes, our abs, and thinking about our shoulders to 100%, which is, I mean, it isn't that practical. But when you're walking around, when you're carrying something, I mean, engage them like 20%, your glutes, same thing with your abs, and think about your shoulders.
So you want to integrate the movement into the daily life. I mean, you talk about bringing groceries home, etc.
You should always think about what you're doing with your body. Just because most people are never thinking about what they're doing with your limbs. You gotta be aware of where they are and what you're doing with them. And we'll also help you be more bulletproof in everyday life.
When you're point blank to someone.
Exactly. Yeah. Just think about the glutes, the abs and the shoulders. Just find the connection between them because they're integrated.
And that's the core.
Yeah, that's the core.
Great. Simple as that. Thank you so much, Anton, for joining us today, and see you later.